Overwatch 2, a sad relic and reminder of the past, when a company called Blizzard was actually not trash. What the F?
What the hell has happened to Overwatch 2? Let's break it down. Hello,
Probably more bad things, like per usual.
everybody, and welcome to the channel. So, this is the question, isn't it? What's going on with Overwatch 2? What the hell has happened to this game?
Oh no, did Tracer finally get her behind restored?
Unfortunately, the game, it would appear, has turned into a giant Skinner box. They're just selling you skins, basically, and that's all they're doing.
He figured it out just now. Peculiar.
And guess what, though? They're actually doing it now without adding any of the additional content around it. They basically give you a trailer, sell you the skins. There's no in-game.
It's about time, honestly. Hey, it's about time. Remember when that was good? Remember when that was cool? I do. But in any case, dude, Blizzard has been selling you crap in Overwatch 2 without value for a long time. PvE missions. Yeah. $10 for 20 minutes. We're literally to the level of Starfield and Bethesda at this point. It's pretty insane.
Game event or any of that stuff, and I would imagine the reason for that is because that's not actually increasing the sales, i.e. it doesn't really matter. Just drop a skin if people like the heroes or the...
Yeah. You know why they're doing this? Because we are at a time when Overwatch 2 is effectively dead. And why do I say effectively dead? Because the reality is there's probably tens of millions of people every month playing Overwatch. But these are super casuals, log in once every week and play for 30 minutes and they're completely fine with it. And that's pretty much all of their audience. The audience that literally could not care less about what Blizzard does to Overwatch at this point, they're gonna play anyway. So for these people, it just makes sense to sell loot boxes, overpriced skins, and all of these things, because everyone who could care has already left Overwatch a long time ago. And now it's just people who don't actually care about Overwatch. It's just a game that they play, but they couldn't care less about anything that happens truly in it because they just find it fun and they don't care about anything else. Which is not necessarily the best position to be in, but someone's mowing the lawn. Not actually a bad position also. It's effectively as morally neutral as Asmongold typically tries to be.
Collaborative IP they're working with, then they buy the skin. The problem is, I think it's a little bit creatively bankrupt on Blizzard's part to rely so heavily on external IPs to try and push sales through their game, because that's only going to
works for Fortnite.
Work for so long, right? Eventually they're
worked for Fortnite for a very long time.
Going to run out.
Still works, in fact.
And then what do you do then? Anyway, let's take a look at these skins, and we need to break...
Have you seen Catwoman in her ass on Fortnite? I don't play that game, but I have. And I must say, while it is missing the voluptuous qualities of the original one, I am still satisfied with the outcome. Blizzard, on the other hand, is known for removing the best parts of women. No breathing hips, no bosoms, no upper bosoms, no delicious lips and cute little smiley faces. Just sadness, really.
It's down because it's actually a really complicated thing, and it's an overarching issue the game is suffering with, which I think is dictating the entire direction of the game. Let's take a look at this. So this is the trailer for the new Overwatch 2 World of Warcraft crossover event. Now, this is, you know, it's a Blizzard IP, so I'm not completely against this, and I think...
the Lich King. It only took them so long to try and milk that. Nice.
It's pretty cool, and I kind of wish they'd done more of this in the past. I am going to show you what they have done for Blizzard IPs in the past, because when Blizzard World launched, they actually added skins to the game, and one of them, it is just a recolored one in this pack. Anyway, Widow looks ridiculously...
This is my dressed Sylvanas, not a tongue and high boots Sylvanas. Also doesn't look like her. I am disappointed.
Good. Let's not, you know, be...
Listen, I'm a huge Sylvanas simp, okay? Let's just get that out of the way, okay? And I have absolutely no shame in that.
Around the bush here. This is what Overwatch is known for. It is literally goated. It is the best in the industry with hero designs and all the aesthetics of the heroes, and even with the skins, really. Like, it's absolute top notch.
I'm pretty sure that cannot be true from this, from just the aspect that Blizzard is constantly fixing imbalances because nothing's balanced.
This Zen skin...
I'm pretty sure this cannot be correct considering Blizzard had to redesign stuns because the game was just so poorly made. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's quite questionable. There's a lot of other characters I think Zen would have been, you know, probably made a bit more sense with, but whatever. This Torb skin, though, is literally in the game already. They've just give him a diamond skin, which I believe, apparently, if you play World of Warcraft, that character doesn't even do
Who the hell would want Magni?
that anymore. I don't play WoW, so I can't confirm that. Obviously, you've got Reinhardt as the Lich King, which, again, looks really good as a skin. So, like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. I'm not against this. They've done this with Diablo 4. We will get onto that in the video. But it's like...
Why is Sylvanas in cahoots with the Lich King? It seems like I don't get it.
What are we playing here? What is the game? What is the draw for Overwatch? It's like we've just got new skins for the characters, and we're just going to tie it into one of our...
By the way, the fact that it's Sylvanas after they completely butchered her character... No. It rather would be Jane, honestly, at this point.
In games, that's okay. That's fine, like I said. But it's when we start going out of that and we start looking at, like, the deranged approach it would appear Blizzard have got when it comes to things like, you know, Porsche and stuff like that, which generally, oh, well, I say generally, but straight up don't really make much sense, like what's going on there. It's like the madness of I don't know what the team would be, whether it's like marketing, product design, I don't know. There'll be some corporate team that's pushing all of this stuff. It's like, what are they doing? What the hell is going on? So take a look at this, right? This is the cosmetics trailer for the, well...
The hell is this? A clown?
Well, basically, this is the trailer for when Blizzard World was added to the game back in 2018. And, yeah, there's a bunch of Blizzard World related skins. We've got the Crusader Reinhardt skin. Really cool. A lore-related skin. This is what I want Blizzard to do, not rely on
Bro, how is that a fucking Crusader Reinhardt? That was, have they even tried to Google Crusader?
External IPs to push their frigging game. They should be building their own in-game world and giving us lore-related stuff in the world, which makes us want to play the game more. But
okay, Farah is an actual Farah. Okay, that's great.
They don't do that because whatever. But that Reinhardt skin was an example of that. But then these two here, right? So, and these as well. And these, like Diablo-inspired ones. You had StarCraft, you had Diablo. You have World of Warcraft. It's just so cool, right? That's really cool. It felt organic and it felt awesome. And it was to celebrate Blizzard World being put into the game. It wasn't to celebrate the expansion of another game. It was just Overwatch celebrating the games that are also made by the company that makes Overwatch. And that's what made it cool and what makes it markedly different from what we're getting now, where it's just like, we're going to use this game as a marketing vehicle to advertise another game, which I'm not totally...
Dude, remember the good old times playing 1.6? I'm obviously talking about Counter-Strike. And people would put porn on their sprays. Man, that was just good, okay? Literal, by the way, just hardcore stuff. It was great, and you could just put that in your spray. What a time to be alive.
Against, because they still own these IPs, so fair enough. But it's a different taste it leaves in the mouth. That's the issue. So look at this tweet here. This is an Overwatch streamer called Boger. I think a high-level player. But basically, look at what he says. Cool skins, but I feel like every update is just more skins, and I just want more silly fun patches to play around with. I mean, yeah, and there's actually a response to this from one of the developers who says,
"Girl? Is that a girl? I'm not sure. Girl, our team only makes art, not your precious, silly, funny patches. DM Aaron.
Girl, our team only makes art, not your precious, silly, funny...
That's pretty misogynist of her just assuming whatever this is gender. She should be fired. Boy, should we start a campaign to fire her for assuming people's genders? Because that is not okay in the modern day, okay? It's not. You don't know what are their preferred pronouns. How dare you? Absolutely unacceptable for Blizzard. Fire her.
Funny patches, DM Aaron. So, like, you know, whatever. But that's just tongue-in-cheek, a bit of fun, a bit of a joke. But I think this sentiment makes sense, right? Because it's like, okay, here's another Overwatch update. It's just more skins. It isn't what actual players of the game want, right? But it's what people are buying who maybe are not playing the game as religiously as people used to do in the past. Instead, it's like, oh, there's an Overwatch update. Yeah, I've got thousands of hours in that game because I've played it for 7 years or whatever. I'm acting as the average player. So then they're like, you know what? Actually, I quite like that IP, whether that's One Punch Man, Transformers, the Seraphim, whatever. You know what? I'm going to drop in and buy that. And then they get a sale. The problem is that's incentivizing just making more of this kind of stuff. It's not actually incentivizing adding cool stuff to the game. That, you know.
He has finally discovered supply and demand. Very cool. Yeah, that's what happens when your game is effectively dead, but still popular, and people just play it because they don't have anything better to do.
You know, that expands the game and is making the game more fun. It's just, here's a cosmetic, go and buy it. And the problem with that is you end up looking at Blizzard as a whole and you start seeing areas getting scaled back where it's like, we don't need maybe this many members in this team because actually we want to expand this team because they're the ones making the revenue and the money. But it's like, where's the long-term, you know, health or lifespan of such an activity? You can't just build a game on cross-collaborative.
They don't care about the long-term lifespan of the activity. They already... Listen, I honestly think, you know, when everything completely turned to shit, it's at the point where most people, after Overwatch 2 was announced and Blizzard completely just lied for why it needs to exist, came out, and most people with a conscience and self-respect quit Overwatch at that point. But then there was the second point where Blizzard actually came in and made this story campaign, or whatever you want to call them, missions, and it was effectively $10 to $20 for 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay that are not interesting to repeat. I think that's when Overwatch truly died, because every single person with self-respect abandoned it, and, well, the player base stayed stable after that. So at this point, Blizzard just knows. It doesn't matter what they implement into Overwatch. The 9 out of 10 people are gonna gobble it up, or they're not gonna care. Overwatch is at its point in its life point in time where Blizzard can almost do absolutely no wrong, and the player base is just not gonna care in any way. And that's pretty much it.
IP events, surely you cannot, right? And when I say events, I just mean skins. There's literally, they're not even adding events when they do this anymore. It's just, here's a skin, go and buy it for an extortionate amount of money. It's quite crazy. So on the subject of quite crazy and Phil Spencer continuing to reduce the staff numbers at Activision Blizzard after they essentially said they weren't going to do that to the FTC, but then they're like, whatever, we're just going to do it anyway because that's the way corporate.
Bro, Activision Blizzard lied about pretty much everything at this point in the FTC trial. They lied about the expansions, company expansions, about the company expansions, about the goals that they want to do. Well, actually, it was Microsoft. Microsoft lied about all of that, what they're going to do when they acquire Blizzard and so on. And look at that. Not even a single shred of punishment.
For America rolls. But take a look at this, right? So this is a tweet from Sydney King. And they say, it's been an amazing 2 years with Blizzard's SFD.
Sydney King looks like a Karen.
That means story and franchise.
I don't know if she is, but she kind of looks like it a little bit. So, you know, there we go.
Development team. Unfortunately, I was impacted by another round of layoffs today. If you have open positions in game writing or narrative design, send them my way. Now, this is not specifically Overwatch.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh. Okay, let's see. No pronouns in the bio. Okay, and she has a dog in the bio. Maybe she's actually not a bad person. Who knows? Let's see what she likes. I don't actually know how to check that on Twitter. I don't use it like that.
Overwatch related, but story and franchise development is a team that works across all the Blizzard games. So obviously, what it says in the title, to try and develop their stories and push them forward. Now you can think, okay, well, Overwatch 2 has literally deleted its PvE. It doesn't really care about any kind of major stories with characters anymore. All it's doing is the little fun interactions with voice lines and a little bit of basic backstory when they launch a hero and a little sort of cinematic trailer that they drop to announce a hero. The origin stories. That's literally it. That's the...
Well, from the start of Overwatch, they honestly didn't go in depth into anything about the story. Lucio is a black dude who likes music. How original. A diva is a gamer girl. How original. But wait, she doesn't have OnlyFans. Ah, truly. No, that is actually original. She probably also streams on Twitch, so, you know, it's a miracle she doesn't have an OF link. And, you know, that's pretty much it. Vinstone's a monkey who knows how to speak. Wow, I have never heard about that before. Who would have guessed?
Law you're getting with Overwatch. Yeah, over time, there'll be loads of these interactions between heroes, and it's kind of cool to see it and whatever, and Overwatch kind of pioneered that approach. But there's no deeper story. So on the one hand, you can say, well, of course, people like this...
You can't write a deeper story about something that has... It's a puddle at the end of the day. These heroes are just the most generic, overall covering heroes ever. Reinhardt's literal whole backstory is he has a German accent, and there you go. There's nothing special about a single Overwatch hero. They're all shallow and bland as cardboard.
Don't really have maybe much use with Overwatch, although Sydney worked with Blizzard, not just Overwatch. But the big issue here is, again, it's more layoffs. I mean, there was 650 people laid off in the recent round of layoffs. And this sort of goes back into that whole narrative of me thinking about Microsoft taking over Blizzard, thinking, you know what, maybe they're going to let them cook. Because I firmly believe there are people in that Overwatch team, you know, the likes of your Aaron Keller. I mean, even I know this for a fact, like Aaron Keller, right? He is a die-hard Overwatch guy, right? He was there from the days of Titan. He's die-hard old Blizzard. He wants to give you a really good game.
Oh, look at that. He also figured out something really cool here.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at Seraphim, because, yeah, they're back. Look at this, right? This was added to the game recently. So this is Seraphim. They're back. You can buy their skins again. Now, I'm pretty
Seraphim? What the fuck?
Pretty sure that when this dropped in, was it November last year? It was at BlizzCon time last year. This was the most...
Oh, it's supposed to be a K-pop band. Okay.
Money Overwatch 2 had ever made in that period of time. It shot to the top sellers of Steam. It was just making absolute ridiculous amounts of money, hand over fist, and this probably convinced all of the people working in the product departments to go, holy shit, we just need to do more of this.
Yeah, no shit. Why do you think League of Legends does it like that?
Overwatch 2, because this is the way forward. We're going to make the game make money. Obviously, that has no impact on the game itself, and it doesn't incentivize developing the game, just incentivizes making more friggin' skins. But anyway, look at this, right? So it's just Seraphim coming back. Now, they do say it's to celebrate 100 million views on the video, the music video, Perfect Night. Now, this might have just been in the contract anyway.
No idea what that is, by the way.
Right? And I'm pretty sure it was, because they put so much effort into...
Oh, Transformers.
Take a look at these collaborative events that Overwatch has done. It's a lot. Like, you will be shocked how...
Transformers, Pink Mercy Returns. He doesn't even talk about FOMO. I thought that they were going to click on this and it's going to be FOMO. But yeah. Anyway, I can't wait until Overwatch is on the way out, because wait, One Punch Man? Who is One Punch Manning?
One, which was One Punch Man.
Oh, yeah, Doomfist makes honestly perfect sense. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sense, and that was Stylosa. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.